And the future home of Super Bowl 56. There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On first down, it's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35.
To Jalen Guyton. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one goes for 8 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Herbert on 1st down now. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Check. Watch twist. Check nine.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out right at the 35. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
49-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. The handoff, it's Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. A gain second and 9. At the Vikings 30.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 7, Chargers 0.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's third down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. First play's a run with Nwangwu. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
McDonald to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it's going to be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Herbert now. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
On the give is Nwangu, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And some space here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Nwangu. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 2. Handoff here to Nwangu. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McDonald. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now it's Nwangu. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is McDonald. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
First down, Minnesota.
Nwangu. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Is good. Makes the score Vikings 21, Chargers 3. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. There's a nice move. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check 26.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Caught left side, Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Herbert has it knocked free, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
McDonald sets to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald. He finds his man. Complete. That's Grant. They find some open field here. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 28-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Another run now for Nwangu. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, McDonald. Finding Herndon here on the completion. Touchdown, Vikings. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's into the hands of Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Again, Herbert. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this one too low. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No.